waving for no reason. Hello, hello.
Sorry.
It's alright. Alright, is there anyone else loading in? Apart from Tim? Okay, alright, gents. Thanks for coming. Won't waste much time. I'm going to try something a little bit different tonight. Hopefully you will all learn something from it at least. Talon, what you got planned?
I just wanted to know what the assets were for Sunday. If not, we're going to practice the Osprey again. Just getting better at that.
Icarus, Pecork and Chinook, is it?
Blackhawk, Chinook, and AH6.
Okay, okay.
Cool. There you go. So the night is yours. Break away when you're ready, mate. Alright, the rest of you make your way over to Rifle Range 1, please.
South, guys. Move south. Through here, guys. Over here. Or in fact, actually over here is better. South, south, south. Go, go, go.
Kimbo, where are we teleporting to again?
Over. Yep.
Like a fucking gazelle, bend me like a gazelle.
Mm-hmm.
500 gazelle.
Not as fast, but the same hair on the last room.
Hello.
Alright, gather around. First thing I want you guys to do, there's 4 boxes there. You have an arrow, a blade, cutlass, and a dussack. Get rid of all your shit, all your guns, all your ammo. You don't need smokes, you don't need anything. Just keep on you meds and your radios. That's all you will need.
Hey, Berlin, assemble over by our box here, drop everything but meds.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
That should be good.
Hello. What do you want to do?
Just quick rundown of what we're doing. Yeah, I think it would be good to have some more mortars, some radio comms and stuff.
Does this include all the...
I just got it, I didn't need to drop my weapon or
All the what?
Oh yeah,
just
ditch everything except for medical
We're going
supplies.
to break off and practice. Alright. Tracer stuff.
I may have forgot to mention one thing. I was going to suggest keep hold of your weapon attachments, i.e. the sight and the heck box. Grab that back.
Jump to the mortar range, maybe.
Say what now?
Yeah, Vix, you need to drop your gun but keep the attachments.
Yep.
Oh, right, so...
Yeah, but keep the attachments. So you can keep the laser and the
fucking up,
sight.
and
Lads, you don't listen too well, do you? Blades box is this one here.
Screen. I might have to disconnect. See if I can sort this out.
You fucking already fucked it up, ain't you? God.
Drop the micro dagger as well.
It's not a major thing.
Hold on.
I thought they wanted to do that.
I felt naked.
Naked and alone.
Guessing and what
yeah,
about.
I thought they wanna...
Oh no, this box is full kind of crap.
I need to practice my mortar stuff. If you're gonna put that on me. On the operations.
No, we're good.
Alright, so you should all be slightly
I have to
lighter than you were now. I'm still managing to
Rifle range 1.
30 odd kilos because I've got a
That's just
radio.
Can teleport straight out.
But ho hum. Alright, gents.
No,
tonight we are gonna try.
yeah.
You'll be introduced
When
to
yeah,
a new weapon system.
You have to just go. Did you see where we came from?
No, it took me ages. Yeah, I know you were.
The
I followed you guys back here. It took me ages to load in.
We're also
right. Well, I can just
familiarise you all with pistol,
Yeah, it took me a while as well.
And introduce.
Jump to.
What does VIV mean?
It's rifle range level 1, yes?
And introduce you guys the best way of doing
very intelligent vehicle
stuff.
And
with
just go.
I don't know.
I don't even see people on the down at the flags. Cheers, man.
During missions or heavy CQB style missions, any single person in your squad will be familiar with the system. Right, so I want you guys to do. There are 2 boxes over there that have in the arsenal. You can get hold of the shotgun.
60 mil.
I want you to get hold of shotgun ammo. There is 2 types of ammo. The
there is a lot of holy shit. They really prepped this one.
Fucking Caesar
There's 2 types.
Caesar just messaged me saying vehicle
so
in
grab hold of some of
vehicle.
that. Also,
Sounds
pistol.
How did you know?
Yeah.
One more time, the name of the gun.
You know, there was an issue.
Sorry, makes sense. If the name of the shotgun.
That's the only thing accessible. It's L12-8A1.
Circle cubes.
I got you.
But there were, and these crates were here, but there were nothing inside of them. And the mortars will always bug out if you use them.
See, there's still someone running around with
so I'm pretty happy they fixed that. And now the same
right,
stuff.
okay,
just
so
landed on some more extra stuff in the crates, so this is awesome.
I think we'll do a couple of circuits
so
of
we can
this,
use
and then we're going to just make 6 target practice.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I actually quite like flying it as much as it's scary as shit.
Right, guys, so I'm going to assume that you're all familiar with how shotguns work in general, but I'm going to go over some characteristics of it anyway. So this shotgun itself, it's semi-automatic. It's got quite a high rate of fire for a semi-auto, as demonstrated. So you can pump rounds down range at a fairly rapid rate. Contains 8 rounds, be it buck or slug. Slugs are effective over 100 meters, whereas buck kinds to fade off after about 20 meters, which you'll experience later anyway. We'll go over that a bit more in depth. It can fit various attachments, including hollow sight, which we use as standard. It can fit under barrel torches, fits the pec box that we use as standard as well. So essentially any of your normal attachments that you would find in your standard loadout can also work with this. The only thing being, if you're using slug with the hollow sight, because the hollow sight is ranged to about 200 meters, you tend to overshoot targets quite easily. You have to aim quite low when using any kind of sight system with this. So my advice to you is either use the standard one we use, which is only ranged at 200, or you just go no sight whatsoever. Generally speaking, though, you're going to be using this like pretty up close and personal, so you shouldn't need any sight system at all. Although pec box would come in handy because it's got the torch and laser with it. That's about it for the characteristics itself. The pistol, this is just any old one. Pistols are pretty much pistols in any way, shape or form. The one you're using tonight has a 13 round mag. Doesn't really fit any attachments. I think this one can fit an under or barrel attached torch, but we don't need to worry too much about that. Semi-auto, again, accurate and lethal up to about 30 or 40 meters. Anything after that, you're going to struggle. big time. So again, this is a secondary defense weapon, not a primary point of attack. But we'll go more into how to utilize this a little bit later on. All right, so what are we actually going to do tonight? Well, we're not just going to stand here and shoot down a range. We'll be doing a little bit of that. But for the most part, we're going to go over Cqb drills using this as a point man weapon. Cqb drills switching to secondaries, buddy-buddy system, fire up to fire team, finally ending up with a squad-based system. There's going to be 3 stands tonight. This one, Cqb range 2 and Cqb range 3. At Cqb range 2, apologies, sorry, start with this one. So this one, we are going to be lining up. We're doing some reaction to contact with these weapons, so you can get a feel for the accuracy, range, spread of the buck at different ranges, that kind of stuff. Cqb range 2 is going to be going through a buddy-buddy system under the guidance of members of Vegas, moving through Cqb range 2, using this weapon as a point weapon and a rifleman in support. So there will be some switching out, but we'll move over and check that out shortly. And then finally at Cqb 3, we'll move up to the fire team level, having a point man, +3 support, and going through that way. And again, that's going to be under Caesar, who's going to be giving you some guidance and briefings on that. So tonight, gents, just get stuck in, and hopefully the more you put into it, the more effort you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. Any questions so far? Super. Magnus, do you want to go and find your pot that's supposed to fit on your head and get it on?
Did you by accident put it away?
You probably slung it onto your back, so you'll need to go and find your backpack, dude. We'll find one for you, don't worry.
Yeah, my inventory is full, so I can don my helmet, so give me a moment.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out in a minute. Alright, so starting at this one, we'll just go through a quick demo of what's going to happen here. So let's have 4 volunteers. So it's Marius, Jazz, Merrick, Henrik. Get on the line. Alright, so this one, gents, will do a few, move down a little bit, so I'm not going to shout. Alright, we'll do a few exercises at this one. It's not going to be your standard wait for the targets to pop up. So gents, turn around, stand up. Make sure you set to walking pace. Just have a little test to make sure you're all walking. You're all walking, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Alright. Stand in line, face those guys. So what'll happen is, the idea will be, you'll be told when to start. You'll walk forward, then you'll hear contact rear, and the idea is to turn around, face the enemy, start taking down targets while advancing forward with this gun, because the closer you reduce the range, the more lethal this thing will be. Gents, can you make sure you have buck loaded for this exercise? And we'll do it several ways. We'll do it with buck, slug, and pistol as well. But this is just a demo, letting you know what you're going to be doing. All good?
Yep, buck loaded.
Alright, make sure your weapons are loaded.
Yes.
Alright, so when I say advance, you're just going to start walking slowly forward, and then when you hear contact rear, I want you to turn around and engage targets. Advance. Contact rear. And you've gone way too far forward, that's cool. Stop. 0 targets out of 15 hit, but never mind. I probably gave you a bit too more advanced warning there. So essentially that's going to be the exercise, guys. We're going to go through that a few times, and that will just help you gauge how accurate these things are, how effective they are at different ranges, speeds of walking, that kind of stuff, and just get you familiar with these itself. Any questions? Super. Alright, Will, could you it back?
Yeah.
Can you get a teleporter down from here to Cqb 2, please? The tight range. Let's make sure you got safeties on and shit like that. Right, if you want to shed any more weight, gents, now's your time to do it. So you're really not going to need a lot tonight at all. The lighter the better, in fact.
teleporter created. I'll get one to CQB range 3 as well.
Cool. Right, gents. Let's go through that one and just wait on the other side. Teleport into Bravo, will you?
Yeah, Bravo.
Magnus on me. Your bag's in there, pick it up. It'll be the rifleman, or the engineer, one of them. Right, through the teleporter.
Let's move down this way a little bit, folks, to this area. Right, stay at the boxes, you don't, nothing in there for any of you. Alright, so this exercise then we'll be going through as buddies. You can see I have a rifle now. It's not the standard one we use, don't worry, we're not changing, I'm not turning it into a British unit, it's just I couldn't be asked to change all the boxes over, so we use what's in the box. So there'll be one of you with a shotgun, one of you with a rifle following up behind, and the idea of this one will be to go through as a buddy pair through that gauntlet there. You'll have a member of Vegas following closely behind to offer advice, tips, tricks, and to make sure you're doing the job properly. The stuff that we're looking for here, guys, is making sure that you are sticking to each other like glue. You're calling things out. You're reacting properly if you have to reload or anything like that. You're dropping down, you're taking a knee, and you're letting the guy behind you take over. All right, so tips and tricks you'll be able to get off Vegas, but the point is you'll be going through there as a pair. That might not necessarily be from someone from your squad, could be a randomer, but you all have to be able to do these drills. Any questions on this one? Obviously we can't all fit in there to observe a demo on this, so it's going to be a bit awkward, so I'm not going to do that, but that's the general objective of this one here, guys. It's pretty straightforward. One pair will go in, 30 or 40 seconds later another pair will go in, so there's not going to be much waiting around, and the idea is, yeah, just to hone these drills and make sure that the point man is doing his job as a point man. It'll fine tune your CQB a little bit and also get you used to working with others as well, which is always important. Any questions? Sweet. We're not worrying about flashbangs and stuff on this, guys. You've got a shotgun, you've got a rifle, you're not going to need much else. So when you get here, once you split up into your pairs, one of you drop the shotgun and pick up a rifle, and vice versa, and we'll make sure before you leave this stand, you'll both get a chance to be point and be the backup guy as well. Okay? Cool. Alright, we won't bounce over to the third one, because that's a Caesar special, but that one's basically going to be moving in as a team and clearing, building, using the skills that you've learned so far. And hopefully we'll have time to get you all through as various roles on that as well. Good. You good to go, Cease?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, can I have NCOs over in this corner? All NCOs. Is that all of you? No one else? If you got two stripes, get over there. Cool, right. You guys will be going with Caesar first. And who we got here? How many have we got left? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Perfect. So I am going to say, Atoshi, move over to your right. And Berlin, go over to the right. Right. You guys, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, one more in fact. Henrik, over to the right. Alright, you guys will be on stage 2 first, so you guys stay here. You guys head back over to Cqb 1.
Copy.
Oh, sorry, range 1, please. I'm going to hand it over to you guys here now, that's alright?
Yeah, crack on.
Sweet. Alright, gents. Have a good one.
Cheers. Oh, where's Caesar gone?
He just ran north.
He's off
to
CQB 3.
Yeah, CQB 3 guys, because you guys are joining Caesar first, is Charlie. So you want to go to teleport to go to Charlie.
Alright.
Oh, Blackhawk, you're running late.
Callum, you do.
Oh no, you disconnected.
Come on, NTOs, should be faster than that. Go to Charlie. I say I want NTOs on me, I want them right behind me. Oh, well. For fuck's sake, Will.
We were so fast, we went in the floor, Caesar.
That's why.
If you go over here, go through the stairs, you can get out.
Stay by the pole. I'll get it fixed.
You can get out by the stairs, you have to go through the stairs.
You know, stay by the pole, so I will fix it. Victor, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, just walk through the stairs.
Blackhawk, you shouldn't be here.
Alright.
Go back to the pole.
I can't teleport.
Yeah, Blackhawk, just teleport to range Alpha and buddy up with Perkins.
Who's that with a shotgun? I'll see your name.
Yeah. Is it Victor?
Teleports back to.
You need to run round.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right, so for the sake of not fucking up your squad pairings, we're not going to have you all join the same Shack Tag team. You all NTOs should know what you're doing. I'm going to spawn a house, we're going to do a walkthrough, me and D-Dog are going to demonstrate, then you guys, we're going to walk through it with you guys, so there'll be AI in there, but they will not fire back. We'll walk through every maneuver in there to make sure everything is clear and everyone's got the questions nailed down, and then we'll start doing run-throughs. Any questions? Alright, how many NTOs have I got? 7, that works for me. Right, just if you can step away from the gate, because I'm access to these guys. So you can come up here. This is the building we're going to be working on. It's fairly simple. Okay, it's not a standard Altus building. The reason we're going to be using this one is because the shotguns can be used to blow open the doors. So it adds an extra dimension to using the shotguns, which of course aren't part of our usual arsenal. So if you just follow me for now. So normally we'd start from back there, and we'd have teams move across and cover each other across the dead ground. But for the purposes of these exercises, we're just gonna have you guys stack up on the outside of the building, and then that's where we'll go live from. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
For now, how am I gonna fill into the ground floor of the building. So just open the doors. There'll be AI in there. Don't worry about them. They can't shoot you. Just fill in and clear the doorways so you can watch me and D-Dog as we come in. D-Dog, you set?
I'm set.
Not with a shield.
No, don't worry.
Because that's a bit advanced. Dave?
Just try and watch the first door if you can.
Is this where we imitate Perkins and scream more friendly?
Because if you do anything that resembles Perkins, I'll shoot you as well. As if Perkins himself were here.
Does it matter where we're standing, Caesar?
As long as you're not standing behind an AI, in which case I will shoot you, Kimbo. You know I will. We're going to breach in, guys. We're not going to use any flashbangs in this instance, just because I don't want you guys getting flashbanged, even though we do have a medic on scene. So we're just going to push in, and we're just going to show you what kind of angles we're watching. If you have any questions at any point of what we're doing, or anything like that, just say question, and we'll stop exactly where we are, and you can ask it, because that way it's relevant to whatever the scene is at the time, okay?
Roger.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, so pushing in. Do door for me, Dido.
Okay.
Jump files. Flashbang it. Fake flashbang. In. Bang. Going left.
Going right. I got dead space right.
Question.
Go.
What do you mean dead space right? What's that mean?
So, if you can't really see it from where the opposite side of where you are now, we cannot see into right now.
Yeah.
Just that corner, that's dead space. Now, in a kind of room like this, I wouldn't personally call it, just because every room that has a central doorway like this, there's going to be a dead space left, there's going to be a dead space right. The only reason D-Dog is calling dead space right is because he can see the left side because of his angle, right? I can't see my right. He can't see the right side, so he's called it. I can see into it, so I'll call as I was pushing up. Obviously, you guys are in the way at the moment, but if I was able to get flush against the wall, I would then call clear, and then I say flash. I'm throwing chem lights for this instance, just so you guys can see what we're doing. In this instance, I'd be able to call clear, and then we'd push on. Another thing that I wasn't able to do, stick to the walls. This goes for everyone inside a building. Always stick to the walls. Never occupy the middle ground or the dead ground because you block people. So always go to corners and stick to walls. I can't do that obviously because when you guys are on the walls, that's not a big problem. So just know that for this instance, I would be glued to the walls. Otherwise, I'd be moving up the walls and aiming independent of my movement. By that, I mean, let's just clear this wall, guys, here. So if I'm pushing along this wall, I'm aiming into the center of the room while still moving along the wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So my movement axis and my aim, or where I'm shouldering my weapon into, are different. You don't need track IR for this. It makes it more handy, but it's easy to do. You just need to be able to move your mouse and your arrow keys. Because obviously, you're moving forward along here, and then if you start looking left, you shouldn't be pressing your W key. You should be pressing your D key, if that makes sense. This makes it a lot safer. If you stop, the guy behind you shoots you probably because he walks into the back of you, doesn't expect you to stop.
So you keep your shoulders facing the target at all times?
Yes, but when you come in, the first thing you need to clear is your corner. So if you're going left, you clear the left corner with a muzzle sweep. You then push to it. So as soon as you muzzle sweep it, you know it's clear. You can transition back to the rest of the room. But you have to move to it, and then move like this. And then the next threat is the open doorway, not the closed doorway. Because it's closed, the guy's behind you, so third, fourth, fifth guy, I know you guys only go through to a room, but assume we're using a full team for this. They would get this doorway. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You get to a door like this. We're not going to use flashbangs. I think you guys only have one anyway, so we can give you some, but I think it'd slow it down. So flash would go in. Going left, D-Dog.
Going right. Right clear.
Door left. Stacked. So as you can see there, guys, D-Dog went to his right, cleared his corner, went to the adjacent corner where Icarus is standing, but obviously flatter against the corner. Then went from that corner to the corner where he is now. That means that if he goes down, guys behind him can easily get past him. You guys all know what it's like to vault over a body in Cqb, right? It's a fucking nightmare because you're getting shot at, you're trying to get past him. This is why we always stick to corners, and we don't stay in doorways. Like once you want to get as clear of the doorway as possible, so the guy behind you can get out safely. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
The thing is with getting out of the doorways, you can't get. Usually, like for me, I can't get fast enough into the actual room because the enemy shoots me always in the doorway.
That's what flashbangs are for. So we're not doing it here. An effective. I know you guys only have one per person, I believe. But an effective flashbang into a room that you know has enemy in will disable most of the enemy. We'll show you on the live fire one in a second. Can't do it here. But a flashbang, you go through a doorway and there's an enemy in the room. At best, your odds of getting the shots off on winning that firefight, the first guy, your breacher, is 50-50 at best. Usually it's like 75-25 against you, depending on how many AI are in the room. With a flashbang, it's 75-25 in your favour. Because the flashbang will stun them, spin them around, and they will recover. But as long as you're fast off the edge of that flashbang, you're into the room and you're engaging before they can recover.
Alright.
It's all about aggression when it comes to CQB, but also using flashbangs. You need to catch them off guard. Come out, we'll leave this, I'll reset it very quickly, and we'll have you guys just do this. I've spawned shitloads of AI in it, so there's like 12, so we'll split, because there's so many of you, we'll split into one team of 3, one team of 4, and there's 2 doorways, there's a main doorway, and there's a side doorway, and we'll just do it again, but you guys will go in and do it. Again, the AI are not alive, so you can just shoot them, and they won't fire back. We will do a live fire session, we're just getting used to it first, okay?
Alright. Question, what's the incremental open of the door key?
I don't know. You have to check your binding.
Control space.
I have
default and then scrolling. But
I have mine on E because it's core in Vegas. You have to have it. So
check it on the gate here.
I would not recommend using it. With regards to now and flashbangs, it's something that has to be drilled because we're getting flashbangs through a gap that's about 3/4 of a foot, and if you fuck that up, the flashbang bounces back at you. You've now blinded and irritated your entire team on the outside of the building. So it's not something I would practice right here, right now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just get spawn again for you. So D-Dog, if you want to, sorry, let's split. Let's go. Do we have all 2 ICs here and all squad lead? No, we don't. We're missing.
Yeah, Reddy's not here, unfortunately.
No, that's no worries.
We can just do Arrow Blade and Colors Dussac.
No, I want to split up. I want all the squad leaders over that side with D-Dog. Like the far side, sorry, the southwest side, and then NCO, and then Corporals on me. Because you guys have worked with your 2 ICs, you need to work with people who you're not used to. That's how you find out little quirks and how to read people. Right, so D-Dog, if you want to take the front door and then split towards the right side of the house and upstairs and shit like that.
Copy.
And we'll go in through the side exit, and then we'll work our way around, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so if you want to go first.
Sorry, by front, do you mean the one that's on the
Yes,
side?
yes, the main door, main door. On the south side. Right, Corporals with me. The most important thing about CQB, guys, if it's American Private and Buddy Team, you just always communicate what you're doing. Just constant flow of information and chatter. Not on radio, just locally. Right, so, after you guys. When you're ready to breach in, it's in your guys' hands.
Stacking up.
Set.
Set.
You don't have to flashbang.
Coming on 10, Vegas 1-3, update as follows.
Remember the AI on
It's 1 pair ongoing and 1 lost to go on Cqb 2.
Flash.
Yeah.
So you got 1 more pair to go, yeah? Yes. 1 pair more to go. Roger, ensure you rotate them through, make sure they're doing it. Roger, on each, okay?
Set. Breaching.
Go on left.
Contact.
Roger.
Corner's clear. Set on door.
Set on door.
So come back here, don't breach in that one. Come back to me. It's set on this door here. You'll breach into the corridor and then push past the corridor into the next room to the east, okay?
Copy.
Just one thing, ref.
Yes.
Always stay standing. Because when unless you're out under a window, if you're crouching and you come up, people aren't expecting it, and that's how you get shot in the back. So unless you're deliberately under a window or you're crouching for a specific reason, and there's a specific contextual reason, always stay standing.
Yeah, sorry, it's a reflex. I always have.
It's alright.
Like,
it's alright. I had the same with Locked when I had to like it locked for 6 months, crouched everywhere.
Okay.
So in the end, we just had to basically flash it out of them. It's good.
I blame
it's
it
good
on
having
stealth
power
games.
In CQB, because the guy behind you won't expect you to move. You ready? Straight through east to the other side door, and then stack on that and go in.
Alright, set.
Ready.
Roger. Reload.
Opening door.
2 doors down here.
Passing.
It's fully open it, just go straight through.
Door left.
I got security.
Come through. Friendlies to the right.
Door left,
Set
moving
on door.
right.
Okay.
Set on stairs.
Jazz, in this
Set.
instance, what you need to
Breaching.
do is call,
Yeah.
say, I
Go.
need
Going
one.
right.
Come away.
So move and shoot, guys. Don't stop. Just fire on the move.
Door.
Door. Set.
Set.
This room's clear.
Breach.
On you, Akers.
Roger. Moving.
Alright, one up.
Moving in.
Moving behind.
Going right. Friendlies.
Right, corporate team, don't
Digging
worry.
right.
More your guys
Set.
moving.
Alright.
Call up, Kimbo.
I got stairs.
2 doors.
You guys go one side, so don't get the other side.
26. Across.
Clear the stairs so we
Right,
can get up.
moving. Scratch 1.
Shot 2.
Room
We'll go
clear.
left. Corporals, we're going left side.
Okay. So one
Copy.
more door here.
Left.
On this one, corporals
Set.
stack up.
Set.
On
Yep,
corporals.
there you go.
Opening.
Set.
1 contact.
Opening balcony door.
Breaching.
I got open.
Breaking.
Yeah.
That
This
always
is why
gets
we
me.
have the bind, guys,
Alright.
because you can select
One thing
individual
there
doors
on the breach,
just by
just
tapping
make
your
sure
button
to
by
say which
looking at it.
direction you're going to go.
Opening.
Guys
Yeah.
were stacked up
Breaching.
appropriately, but
Breaching
just
right.
say, Chris,
Going left.
Right clear.
Left clear.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll do.
that's it.
Room
Stepping
clear.
out.
That was good.
Okay, so another thing, Cam, don't ever breach until the guy you're across from says set and he's absolutely ready. Because ref was not ready. And if there was guys in this room without a flashbang, like I said, your odds are like 75-25 against you without a flashbang.
Could I make an addition here? Because at the lower room, when we were down there on the second room there, Lee opened the door, but I saw an enemy directly ahead of me. So
you push. First guy going in will shoot him as he goes in. Unless it's specifically said before the breach that we're going to engage from the breach, you never just stop or try and shoot past, because you're just going to shoot Slee as he runs past.
Yeah, okay.
Naturally, there'll be a flashbang thrown in first. That's the way we train it. So it doesn't matter that you can see guys. Just get in the room, fire on the move. The more guns we get into the room quicker, the less time the enemy's going to have time to react. Your problem is if you might see a guy and then you might try and shoot from the doorway and your gun jams. The enemy now turn around and they're all shooting that doorway and you can't get through that breach point anymore because they're aware to it. And just because arm's laggy as fuck, you could like shoot and on your screen, Schlee hasn't gone past you yet, but you know how armor like slides through, like it pushed you through the doorway onto the balcony, right? And then armor catches up and you just blasted Schlee in the back of your head, even though he's not even on your screen and you're shooting the AI. It's just armor being funky.
Okay.
With regard to which part of the door person breaches, it's usually the hinge side, right? So if I'm on the outside here, the doors doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Whoever calls going left, going right, they're the first person in, because they set the side of the room, and the person they're stacked with can then go, "All right, Caesar's going left. That means I have to go right because I am second man." That makes the decision for you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then whichever way the guy in front of you goes, you go the opposite side. So for example, left, left, or right, left, right. Sense?
Copy.
So
yes.
you want to be assertive in. I'm always saying when I'm going through a doorway or a room or a T-junction like this, I'm always saying going left. So I leave no assumption or no uncertainty about where I'm going and where the guy behind me has to go. And I want the guy behind me to know exactly where he's going because he's covering my 6. I can't watch left and right at the same time. So it's important for my safety that he knows where he needs to cover. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Does, yeah.
Okay, let's run it again. Try and put more AI in, or we won't run it on live AI just because they require flashbangs. I think that'd slow the whole thing down, to be honest. With 2 teams, people are going to get flashed, bad flashes, etc. The important thing is, with your small teams, I know you guys breach buildings with 3s, or 3s, but even with 4s, you don't try and do too many things at once. You don't split those 3s or 4s into 2s. Does that make sense? Yep. Because you're just spreading yourself too thin over a building. Try and keep the 3 or the 4 together, clearing one section at a time. Even if that means someone's at the back quite often, or they're watching, like covering behind, it's far safer than 2 people splitting into, or 4 guys splitting into 2 guys or 2, and then trying to clear simultaneous rooms. That's where grenades happen, that's where we lose guys in rooms, and that's where friendly fire happens, basically, because people will pop out of areas you're not expecting.
So shotguns are pretty appropriate for breaching right now. When would you use a pistol? In what circumstance?
So the only time we ever use pistol is when you have a stoppage, so either a jam or you have a reload, or like you. So if you're stacked outside a room, you can reload as long as you tell the guy across from you, "I'm reloading, don't breach." Makes sense, right? It's all about communication. You go into a room, you go into a corridor, you're in a firefight, close range firefight, you're putting rounds down range, and you get stopped or you run out of ammo. We have it on bind 2 on your keyboard. It pulls out your pistol immediately. It's faster to pull out your pistol than it is to reload your assault rifle. So Vegas guys, the way we teach it is you should be able to pull out your pistol pretty much without stopping. We'll allow for like half a second to a second of hesitation when you've got your stoppage. They should be pressing 2. Getting their Glock out. In our case, it's a Glock. I believe in your case, it's a Glock as well. But in this case, you have Brownings or 6 hours. I think it's 6 hours actually. You have, and then you're doing exactly what you were doing with your rifle. You're just doing it with your Glock. You don't stop. You just press 2, transition to your Glock, It's got 17 round magazine in our case. That's plenty of enough rounds to put these guys down. Once you've cleared that room, and then you say clearing or reloading, and then that's when people hold. Everyone reloads, or everyone gets safe, so they've got back to their rifles, cleared their jams, whatever the problem is, and then you push on. You don't stick with a Glock for the entire building if you have a chance to clear your jam and your rifle. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
It's quite rare that we use pistols. It's pretty much only when jams happen, but it is faster, and it's a force of habit, right? You get a jam or you run out of ammo, you press R. It's in every shooter game ever. However, it's faster in armor and it's faster in real life to transition to a secondary. And if you get good muscle memory, you press 2. It takes ages. Trust me, I've had to drill it on the Vegas guys. It's faster to switch to your pistol and just go with that.
Sorry, C's got a DC, mate.
It's right, mate.
So, as technical questions, since I assume you've dicked around with shotguns for a bit, are there any hostile armor? I'm just the VDV Russians that don't go down from one buckshot.
I haven't tested that shotgun, so I would not know. However, probably, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, that thing seems to have incredible power, and it fires a lot of buckshot spread. So they might not go down in one, but it's a semi-automatic. Put like 2 to 3 rounds into everyone just to be safe. They'll probably go down then. If you're firing slugs, maybe they don't go down because if it hits their plate carrier, it doesn't have. It's not a penetrating round. Slug. It's not designed to be used. So maybe with a slug round, which I don't believe you guys are going to be using, then you would run into that issue. But because of the spread on buckshot, you should be fine. I mean, we've been running small caliber weapons against Russians and against like PMCs the last few missions, and we haven't had any issues. And they have much smaller calibers, so. But sometimes it just comes down to how the guy who made that unit, as in that made that like Russian AI, depends what values he gave, what the number is in the coding. So sometimes it's just silly, sometimes it's not. Right, if everyone's ready, let's run again. If you want to take the side breach, and I'll take.
Oh, there's one AI right outside waiting for us.
Was one. He's dead. You'll take the main breach. You'll take the side breach. We'll take the main breach. Push straight through from like right side of the house to the left side on a closed door. Does that make sense, T-Dog?
Yes.
Clear that right-hand room, but then push through the closed door.
Sure.
And then we'll do the same arrangement upstairs. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Corporal's on me.
All right. Let's roll. Who is it?
Stab to Caesar.
Dave that didn't breach on the first time. So you guys can take.
Go Caesar.
Stack
How
up.
you getting on? You ready to switch, Jason?
Stack up and breach when
Yeah, Roger. Just doing one last live run with the MCOs, making sure they're comfortable with it, and then like 2 minutes tops.
Ready?
Copy that. Can you send them to range 1?
Ready, boys.
Okay.
1.
Gone right.
Door left.
Correction,
Going left or
correction.
go right?
Send them
Or only go
Down
CQB.
right.
Copy.
Yeah, going left.
Hallway.
I'm set.
Gone right.
Going left.
Right, so Corporal's hold set. So this would be considered a dead space because Schlee can't see around the corner. So one thing you might want to consider in doing Schlee is let the guy on your right catch up to you. Like you can see him out of your right peripheral vision.
Yep.
So where, like, because that way Ref can clear it and he can lean around the corner. Whereas if you come around this corner, you have to expose your full body to it. If that makes sense.
Okay, so I'd hold here and wait for him to.
Yeah, you can lean
slice
around it a
apart.
little bit. You're basically allowing Ref to take the threat, but it's a bit safer for him to do so. So you're basically baiting him, but it's like I said, it's safer for him to do so.
Sure.
It was a bit wonky on that
On the stairs.
on the door there, because I came in and as soon as I turned right, I had the door already on me with the enemy.
Going up.
So I halfway was already in before I knew that the door was there.
Yeah, exactly. And if I carried on going, I'd eventually block your view while you're engaged.
Yeah, so
Friendlies.
we stopped short. Actually, maybe like a foot back from where you are now.
Okay.
Probably there. Yeah, so we'd stopped there in Vegas because we called dead space. Everyone would recognizing it coming
This
in.
guy's still alive.
Execute him. There we go.
Don't forget to communicate, guys. Jazz is sitting there waiting.
Downstairs.
On you, Jazz, go.
Yeah, right.
Corporals followed them.
Contact left.
We're still at the door left.
Oh, well done.
Definitely cleared.
Good shot, good shot.
Corporals followed them on.
Grab one more.
Right, which way you going? Talk to me, man.
Back down.
Jesus, lads.
Guys, talk to each other.
I can't move, man. You're bunching on the step.
Okay.
Back up, back up. Stairs, back up.
Hey, stop reloading.
Everyone stop.
One
Everyone
each
stop.
direction. I'm taking
Everyone
left.
stop. Stop. Stop.
Okay.
Don't chat while you're fucking doing this. Don't say, I can't get past you. Tell them what... Kimbo, if he's not doing something, tell him what to do. You're all NCOs. CQB is where 80% of casualties happen. It's like a 70 higher casualty rate for close quarters combat in all warfare than for any other kind of environment. And you see it in RG missions. That's where everyone dies, right? Urban warfare. It's where you get the mass cas events. You need to be direct here, guys. So, Kimbo, I can't see who's up there. I think it's Jazz who's in front of you. I can't see if there's anyone in front of him. Is there anyone in front of you, Jazz?
Nah.
Alright, so in this chance, Kimbo, assume Jazz is just someone from your squad, a private, right? If he's like dillying on the stairs or he fucks up, once he's reloaded, you go, Private, what's your name? Go left. And you tell him what to do. Because you can't, he's at the front, and if he's dillying or he doesn't know what he's doing, you need to be very clear, especially on a fucking stairs. Because yeah, okay, he's messed up, that's his own personal mess up. But if you guys don't clear that stairwell and get off that stairwell quick, that's going to be a team fuck up and everyone's going to die. Stairwells, you can't vault past people, you can't walk past people as you just noticed, and they're magnets for grenades, they're grenade wells. So you need to clear it as soon as possible. Get off that stairwell, okay?
Raj.
Right, going live. 3, 2, 1.
Jazz left. Go left. Go right.
Right door. Go
the opposite side.
Go right.
Kimbo,
left.
Stay on the left. Stay on the left.
Oh, yeah.
Copy, going left.
Going right.
Set on left door.
Right. Right.
Set. To the right.
Door right. Set.
On the right door.
Go, Jazz.
Set.
Right.
Going right.
Set.
Chris, set.
Set.
Left.
Going right.
Dead space.
Right.
Cqb 2, stop.
Corner.
Swinging left.
Clear.
Right, take this bit, take this
Clear.
room. Shot, fast, double time.
Set.
Good job, Slee. You almost did it, but then you recognised it.
Breaching.
Stop. So that's good.
It's the dead
Go on
space.
left.
Right, stop.
Right clear.
You guys alright?
Left clear.
Room clear.
Oh, we got shafted with where the AI spawned.
Let's go.
Sorry about that, guys. Everyone downstairs.
You need to start using the ace open doors, because in here, if you're close to other doors, you get...
Yeah, I know.
Right, you should always use the ace open doors, but that's a training for another time.
Anybody at Cqb 2?
It's a training for another time.
Cqb 2 recruiting.
I'll touch on it when you guys go back to your squads, and then I
gambler
run
you
you guys
just had
through
on the
this
NCOs,
on the
could
live
you
file
send
with
them
your
to
squads at the end
range
of the mission,
one as soon
or
as
end of the training, okay?
Sounds good.
So you guys are going to CQB 1 now, I believe. You guys can't access the fucking pole unless you go underground, can you? Right, okay, I need to create pole.
I think we fixed it.
You can just walk under the stairs too. You guide them that
Pretty sure
way.
you fixed it.
Okay, well, let me just double check for you. Just confirming all NCOs to 1, right?
And then send them Cqb 2 also.
2, please, guys.
I want everyone to do 1 and 2.
Everyone to CQB 2.
Going on to 3, I just wanted to
Please, could I resupply from those crates there?
They don't have shotgun ammo.
Never mind.
Those ones to your right.
But if you want to keep NCOs at 3 for the time being, you can.
I think we went to the wrong one.
Yeah.
So anyone who was just with me.
Seriously need to fix this mouse. My scroll sensitivity is fucking insane.
Got a free flywheel, yeah, just...
Yeah. And there was a software update like 2 hours ago. It's horrendous.
Not an issue, not an issue. No problem. So you guys are going to rifle range 1 now.
Perkins?
Yep. Cool.
Are we supposed to have a rifle now?
Cool. I do have a rifle. See you
Yeah,
soon,
you guys
guys.
are good. You get a
rifle. See ya, boys.
I have a rifle in my hand.
Right, heads on, heads on.
Yeah, it's a big group this time.
This is a rifle.
Oh,
Okay. So if everyone can naturally separate themselves into pairs with a rifle and a shotgun, don't worry, you hopefully will get a chance to switch.
Yo.
Rifles in that box.
You want tap me on my left shoulder.
Magnus.
I'll grab a rifle, I guess.
Yes, sir.
That was me.
Magnus.
Where? What?
What do you want to do
Like
first,
how to keep
rifle or
the shotty.
shotgun?
Nah, I'll do rifle.
You grabbing a rifle?
Merrick, you getting a rifle?
Yeah.
Recommend you form a duo first and then organise
keep
who's going to
shotgun,
take
Dave?
the shotgun and rifle.
Yeah, I'll keep shotgun,
Yeah.
you get a rifle, and then
Yeah.
we switch
Yeah.
in a while.
Well, which rifle?
I
Kimbo, you're with me. Grab a rifle.
Make sure you have rifle ammo in your
Do you want to take the rifle?
Fucking hell, that's...
Grab
get in line.
rifle.
I've got rifle ammo in my chest rig.
Yeah, that wasn't the question. Make sure you have it in your backpack, so when we swap, we can just swap backpacks.
Okay.
It's almost smart. Sam, do you want to take Jazz and Blackhawk? You do?
I'd love you in a pair.
Jazz and Perkins.
I don't know. I thought it was with him.
Kimbo,
where you at?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Sam, do you want to take them through first?
Outlive called me,
When
then
everyone's
Slee
getting
did,
ready,
and then
you can
Icky
just start
did,
them off.
so
Alright.
I'll tell you
Just
what,
make up your mind, Kimbo, then I can go with whichever one you don't.
just go with Outlive, dude. Icarus, where you at?
Yep.
One
Lost my attachment.
Stuck to the right side.
I need a buddy. Do you need a buddy with jail?
Yeah.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, but you.
Wow.
I'm letting you do your thing.
So,
I will
you,
give you feedback.
yeah. So basically, you're in a buddy team. You're breaching this. Assume you've got rear security, so you don't have to worry about what covering behind you constantly. Clear rooms together. If you get to like crossroads, don't worry about crossing over each other. Just clear one room at a time as a buddy pair.
Yeah.
Pick up a scope from the crate.
So Magnus, I'm going first with a shotgun.
Alright. Once you've got your duo sorted and your weapons sorted, guys, do me a favor, just make a nice orderly line where the guys have naturally started queuing.
If you open the arsenal, you can get the scope out of there. Send that.
Preferably line up in your duos.
No scope. Templar, can you
look in the
Templar, could you make room for me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, but not for this.
Thank you, Templar.
No problem.
Yeah, even if the target's down, just shoot. As long as you don't shoot any friendlies.
Right, them are my targets for tonight. Especially the ones in black.
That's the problem, Sue. We shoot back, Kimbo.
You look too much like ISIS, mate.
Especially the ones with the cold, dead eyes like a mannequin.
Alright, you look like quite a capable ISIS member there, but as far as ISIS goes...
This is all taken from SAS reference photos, mate.
I'm gonna mess it, mate.
Sorry, mate. Sam, let me know when you're about halfway through. I'll take a group in.
What? Was the rifles in first, right? Or was the other way around?
Well,
Shotty first, mate.
Shotty first, mate.
Okay.
But you guys can go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll be
swap.
following you.
Right, you got full chamber, yeah?
So we're set.
Bunch of targets.
Right, safety
Right,
out.
shotguns
I'll
at
give you the
first.
shotgun.
Set. Moving.
Hang on.
Door left.
Templar. Yeah? Who
Are
goes
you
in
going to Kimbo?
Probably
No,
you.
Kimbo ditched me.
I'd say probably you.
Is in my backpack.
A rifle in each hand.
Slee. I'm in love.
Clear.
Just quickly. Walking's great.
Sorry,
when you
my
wanna fire
Glock
and
went
move
up to
and
that.
Stuff like that. If you want to like fire and move.
You have a light on yours.
But when breaching the room, just jog in. Just jog into the corner as quickly as
I
you can.
do.
Especially the buddy.
I found it in there.
So you want to be fast, but if it's that kind of corner and you get stuck, you might want to walk around it. That's fine. But your buddy needs to be behind you. I noticed you were lagging.
We have switched.
Kimbo.
Oh my word.
Not a major issue, but just keep it in mind.
If you use the shotgun yet, it's pretty cool.
Clear.
Oh yeah.
Sitting. Door right.
Give me space.
So we get right in front of the door. Reaching right.
Doorway.
Just quickly, sorry. So, again, if you're breaching a room, Kimbo, you want to be as close to him as possible. So, if like you've got, so what you did coming into here is, I know you were kind of coming out of here, but you kind of went out and around and in. And you just want to be blinding basically, and then split off into your corner like straight away.
There you go, Victor. Some optics.
He just closes the lane, and then if he goes down, there isn't another rifle in the room immediately.
Yeah.
That's where it comes
Nice.
from. Crack on.
Set.
Set. Going right.
Thanks, Lee.
No worries.
Doorway right.
Yep, door right.
That.
Sorry,
snake.
That bit was fine down there.
I thought you were gonna shoot then.
The one behind is the one that was not. 2 guys per room, unless like you can absolutely avoid.
He's been doing the pirouettes
like here.
on the same fucking slot.
Was fine because if you 2 guys try and go 2 man into one of these little small rooms, you could potentially get shot from the other one, right? And there's only 2 of you. So that was good there. That was really good. I actually really liked that, and you did it aggressively. That's all about CQB's about. It's about being aggressive. But the room before, do you understand what I mean? I'm on about this one over here. Yeah, like don't go into that by yourself. That one should be 2 guys, because you can go into that room safely with 2 guys. With these rooms, you can't. So good job with this room, thinking on the move. But that one, always try and go 2 guys to a room. Oh, I didn't tell you these guys. I told Jazz, but the odds of you going into a room are 50-50 at best. If you're outnumbered, they go like 75-25. So try and always go in with either the same number or more numbers than the enemy, and then obviously flashbangs, pieing shit, etc.
Just hold you a sec, guys.
Okay.
Sam will wait for you to finish up the room. Okay, cool.
Just think of this as a breakdown of the rooms, guys. So you won't go 2 to a naturally you don't go 2 to a building, do you? But think of it as 2 to a room. And I know there's multiple rooms and you're transversing between the rooms. That's the way to look at it. Alright, Dave, ref, when you're ready.
Alright. Ready. Alright, so I'm ready.
Hey, set.
Is there something you need to reset
Going in right
to get the targets up or no?
Opening left.
The targets, they stay down for some reason.
Okay.
But I told them to engage them anyway.
But just treat them as 2 separate rooms.
Targets down.
So, guys, you're clearing every room. Remember, you probably want to clear left here first, because left is a bigger threat, isn't it? The left door is closer than the right door. The target's
45 magazines.
Because they're not coming up, so just treat them as dead targets.
Didn't get to shoot. Hey, going in right.
Yeah, that's the call.
Hey, contact down.
Why didn't you clear the left room?
So yeah, pretty much just everything.
Always need to step into a room to clear it, guys. Even if you can see everything in it. Step in, dominate the room. Once you've done this, then you go into that room.
I know I'm picking on you, but...
Let's do it again.
Reset or just carry on?
Yeah, reset if you're happy to reset.
Icarus was in you in a round.
Let's reset.
And you were still kind of struggling with the outside.
Although Ref killed the 2 guys in there, always get 2 guys in the room, clear the room, make sure the dead are dead, it's called a dead check, and then come out, hit the next room.
Oh my god. There.
Ready?
Yep.
Right, going in left.
My moustache.
You both don't meet grooming standards.
Going in left.
Talk about this later.
Actually, you need to grow one. She's jealous of my moustache.
You need to grow a pair.
I was just about to straight right out of GG.
Who had surgery and who's here?
Right out of the late play.
Roger with the.
We shot the target and the pop back up. So let's carry on. Just
Black Hawker column, get ready.
Go Bill.
Going in next.
I was trying to think about how to say that, but a pair of moustache just doesn't make sense.
You grow a pair of moustaches. A left moustache and a right moustache.
Oh, I thought we were...
You see, Widgie, you can have 2 balls, but only 1 moustache.
Yeah, I've got a moustache where it counts.
Unless you just sort of shave it down the middle and you got 2 halves.
Could have a Scottish moustache.
Yep.
Yes, he's up.
You're good to come in.
Stand by.
What are you doing, Victor?
Set.
I'm testing the site.
Push left. Roger, stack.
It's nothing.
Room clear.
Ow.
Set. Reaching right.
I truly do not hope this will replace our standard.
Contact down. Room clear.
Ready?
Roger.
Let's just drop weapons, indeed. Good idea.
If you want to take the next pair, it's fine, I'll take the pair after.
Still got ammo, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it now. Tap. Chop.
I mean, for your shotgun, rather. Unless I'll drop one for you. Buckshots.
Let's go back into the room here.
Magnus, you want to go on the other side of the when we are on the chest?
Right, as for shits and giggles, Perkins, I'm trying
to
free IC.
Go to the other door?
Next time you are leading charge all the way through.
Oh, right, yeah, sure.
If that's okay with you.
Since when is 3 IC allowed again?
It is
Are you comfortable taking point outlook?
What?
Due to circumstances,
you good with taking point?
I need to train another one. We've got a...
Alright, sweet.
I mean, more like a backup IC,
yeah.
2 IC, not an actual 3 IC system.
This is how I leave.
How do you feel now, Outlive? You have a lower rate of fire.
So we got a lot of flack for it in Arrow back in the day.
Alright, ban Magnus.
Lower rate of fire.
It's easier to say 3 IC than backup 2 IC.
Oh, I'm used to having a lower ammo capacity.
And if I know that when I'm down, someone takes it 1 for 8 that I actually know of, even if it's not on paper or official in any way, I'm
It should
nice
stick
and
like a
comfy.
scaffold over there.
Yeah.
So people can see in.
Yeah, like last Monday when Callum died.
Kimbo, what I
have no official power.
What it used to be in Armored 2 is WS switching.
Like,
so if you're just holding W, you can just tap pass.
And then when Callum died, I was just C basically.
Officially, you still have extra power. I'm just pushing the extra power.
Oh, I know I don't have any extra power.
In case of any use listening.
Technically, I don't have any power right now, so I don't have my own backpack.
It's one of those, I don't know, it's like, I've just can't
That's actually true, you're quite useless.
Taking a peek.
Only thing I can do is stitch, I've got the stitching kit in my uniform.
Ooh.
I know, was not
If the pop-up target shoots back, so I'm gonna crap myself anyway, so...
Yeah, now switch it L template. Thank you for pointing him out.
How about like this?
Bang!
Don't even joke about it.
Let me know when you're good.
It's unsafe.
Spam the shit out of the walk button.
I don't give a crap. Don't even joke about it.
Oh, he's practicing switching between running and walking.
I have that on my mouse, so I can instantly stop.
You say it, yeah.
It's really, really helpful.
I've got WS.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I've got like
Resend, was that good, yeah?
When Riot was calling it up, so like, I was following Christine.
I have like 14 mouse buttons, so...
No, that's
cool.
That's handy.
I've got mouse button 5 to zoom in, mouse button 4 to zoom out.
Outlive. Just before you breach that room, make sure your buddy's ready before. I know you said set, Tempo didn't say anything, so you're going to make sure
Actually, I tapped him on the
right
shoulder, that's our procedure.
Okay, regardless of your procedure, right? CQB wise, communication is key. You really need to communicate, and it's not instantly visible, so like someone like me who's overlooking it, that you guys are ready.
Wait, what's that?
And it's so quick, it's instant. You just say set, everyone knows, everyone's on the same page.
Question, Templar, could you reload? You don't have
the one by the pinky?
Yeah.
I do, but okay.
So I've just done it, Pokemon.
Do you want us to continue or start over, right?
Continue.
Forwards
no,
and
continue.
backwards.
Say that again, sorry.
Do you want to reset the
opposite sides?
Yeah, it's fine.
No, it's off the scroll, you mean?
Ready?
You have
ready?
Like mouse 4 and 5, which is forward and backwards.
There's 5 by my thumb.
Room safe.
Okay.
It's back, forth, 1 in the middle, and 2 beneath.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Stick me, buddy. Don't
Left, right, up, down, A, B, A, B.
Exactly.
You want to be in the room with your buddy?
Can I give you a bit of critique?
Yeah.
You know that very first range we did where we you ran
I
out
should
of
have
ammo
swapped to my
upstairs?
gun and just pushed on. I know.
Oh yeah, sure.
See, it's bad. It's muscle memory.
So
Caesar literally just talked about it.
It is.
Everyone
Everyone my Glock, my muscle strength. You don't have it.
Every shooter in the history of existence.
So pretend you have.
reload, right?
Oh, I still have some ammo.
In every other game,
Yeah, give me a second.
in armor.
well, for me it's a bit different because usually I don't have a pistol. So I'm so used to just reloading my arrow for the switch.
all over here, yeah, that's all the ammo.
Yeah, that's all I have. You can pick
I
up
always
more.
fast, even with the rifle.
Yeah, full ammo in your backpack.
When you say breaching,
Just
it's
gotta
like
clear a
something
jam.
Shotgun.
I've even gone.
Just call it anyway, just pretend it is.
I've even gone as far to do left control middle
Just
base to get my
out
pistol
of
out.
curiosity, Cease, what's your opinion of the American way of clearing buildings when there's no civilians around?
You mean fragging everything?
Yeah.
Just check. Well,
Yeah,
if Vegas aren't rolling on a building where we have to keep the civilians or sensitive material inside, and we know there's enemies in the building, we will frag each room. Just because.
Even quiet now,
because it's a threat to us. We know there's no civilians. We know there's no sensitive. For example, intel, laptops, people, bombs, munitions. And we will do it, but we'll chuck a grenade in. Grenade will go off. Grenade is not randomized. It's not guaranteed to kill everyone or down everyone in that room. So grenade will go in. We'll make sure we're on cover. Secondary flashbang goes in, bang, and then we go in like I taught you guys on page 3.
Yeah.
So it's double cover basically, and that puts the odds at like if there is someone still alive after the frag, incredibly fucked up by alive. That's like 99 to 1.
There we go, would you giving you a volume boost?
Can't
I've doubled it from the double you already had.
Woodgy, Slee, you guys ready?
Roger. We're ready.
Right, just stack here for me and just give me a second. Just want to make sure it's clear.
Even though as a teacher, this was with a lot of physics, 99 to 1, so
when you're ready, guys,
that's really bothers me.
Roger. Your hands. Start there.
Yes, come on.
Set.
There, come on, that's ref's job there.
Set on left.
Sorry, guys.
Reaching.
You know there's another exit.
Going right.
The room over there, Sam, there's an exit. The north side,
Safe.
northwest side.
Sticking out.
Oh, I didn't know. I apologize.
Take your guys out and then go around where the
Cross
signs
him.
are, you'll see it.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Set right. Entering. Yeah, well, he's dead.
Just say bang.
Yeah, he's dead.
Safe.
Like, Ref, have you ever met a normal fight?
Aggression. Forget that room on the
Door
left.
left.
Just go right.
Yeah, exactly.
Roger.
26.
Caesar, can I ask a question?
Very quickly.
The last part of the course where there's that double room left and right.
Yeah.
At the door left.
Best approach.
What the way they did it.
Reaching.
Okay. Oh,
An opening. Right. Set on right.
Not too bad so far, guys, but Templar, stick with your buddy a bit more. Make
Breaching.
sure you're on his arse like when he's into that room.
Second opening. This is the exit. Let's skip this
This is
one.
the exit, so go in right. You'll see what I mean. There's a right, there's an immediate right entrance.
Ah, Roger.
Push into that.
Ready?
Got a room right. Reaching.
Safe. Stepping up. Holding.
Yeah, that's why I've stopped firing.
Set.
Moving.
Right, whichever group's coming in. Be the last group coming through here.
No problem.
Set right.
Set.
Going right.
Door left. Door left.
Set. Going right.
Roger. Going left.
It's a bit different.
Yeah, why not? Clear.
But I get a timer on this. Scoreboard.
Stepping off.
6.
I go left.
Ready?
Set.
For the first do one room at a time.
Yeah. I thought this was like one of those little corridors.
Door
I
right.
know what you mean, yeah, it's two separate rooms. That's as well.
Reaching
We'll
left.
take left first because that's closer.
Going left.
Okay.
Set.
Clear.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Set.
Set. Reaching.
Go ahead.
Set.
Let him come out.
Tap, please.
That's fine.
Head out, guys.
Right. Index. Worry about that.
Right, take everyone, get all the enlisted outside, so the privates, and then
Roger.
get them ready to follow me. When you're ready. Good job, though. Don't worry about this end one. Actually, you need to head to Alpha, the teleporter, and go to Alpha, okay?
Yep.
That's where all the other NCOs are. They just went because you're obviously live.
Yeah, yeah.
Ready when you are.
Friendly's coming out. Friendly's coming out.
Take a left, would you?
I'm not sure you guys.
Right, so all the privates just gather up and wait for the time being, because then Caesar's gonna come out and we're gonna sort you out.
What's up?
I was just gathering everyone up for you.
Just wait for this last run. I think it's just one last run.
contact. Only 7 this time. It's getting worse. To be fair, like that as an average is not bad going for, considering these weapons aren't wholly accurate. Right, so for the next one, I'm going to lay some restrictions down on you. We'll do it stationary to start with, and then we'll go moving. So you are allowed 2 shots from shotgun. Then you're going to switch to your pistol, and you're allowed 3 shots from the pistol. So that's 5 shots total. I don't want to see anyone going more than that. It's more noticeable than you think. The reason I'm doing this, or reason you're doing this, is to just think about your shots before you take them. You know, it's not a case of blatting ammo. If you were running this in a mission, or running this weapon system in a mission, you would have to consider your ammo count, because resupplying these wouldn't be as easy as our normal resupply, okay? And you will burn through these a lot quicker if you're not taking it into account. It's easy to think, oh, I've got 8 rounds, that's loads, and I can carry loads, but you will burn through them very, very quickly if you treat it like a rifle, alright? So, say again, 2 rounds from the shotgun, 3 rounds from your pistol, okay?
Roger.
So, face southwest. It's going to do this stationary this time, and then we'll do it on the move. Stand by. Watch and shoot, watch and shoot. Take a knee, Billy.
Toshi, what are you doing?
10 out of 15, good job, good job.
Without
right,
me even.
Let's try that one more time, yeah? Right, gonna do it stationary this time. Remember, 2 and 3. Make sure everything's reloaded. I told you, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Alright, stand by. Watch and shoot. Out of 15. Nicely done. Okay, final X then. We're going to do the same thing again, but it will be advancing to contact, alright? So let's get rearmed or reloaded and ready to move. So when I give the signal advance, move forward, contact, turn, face. Still doing the same thing. 2 shots, 3 shots. Once you've used the ammo that you've been given, just go prone, so I know that you're out of shots, okay? In fact, we'll take, yeah, just go prone. Right, stand by. Advance. Contact. Ceasefire. 7 out of 15, boys. Well done. Good job. Right, bring it in. Right, so hopefully, after this little exercise, you can now walk away quite comfortable with how this weapon system works, how you have to aim it, its capabilities, its ranges, the fact that you fucking buckshot is a waste of time after anything over 10 meters, and you're more comfortable with its usage. Would you agree? Disagree?
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Right. Hope you've enjoyed this little bit of range time. Now you will need to go over to Cqb range 3 to complete your training, young apprentices. All right. Thank you very much for your time, gents. You guys head over there, and I'll see you shortly.
Good job, guys.
Fun, boys.
All right. Gather round, gents. Saves your stabs.
See. Yeah, just be advised.
guys, so you got another group coming to yours now. This will be the final group coming to you before everyone comes together at the end, okay?
Coming to 3.
That's a Roger, so you'll just have one big group, if that's okay.
Roger, I got a lot of fucking bots here. But yeah, no worries.
Okay, offer the chance for anyone to go back to Cqb 2 if they want to rerun through that. I'm hoping by about 22:30 we can all come together and do like a final X.
Roger.
Thank you. Right, how have you found it so far, gents?
Good. It's been good. Very informative.
Bit different, you guys just working together, right?
Very.
I just cried a tear because shotgun.
Okay, I'll leave you to that device. Right, do you all have a shotgun and a pistol?
Roger.
Yep.
Yep. Do you all have plenty of ammo?
Roger.
Yep.
Enough to take over North Korea, yes.
Cool. Right, so the idea of this exercise, gents, is just to get you more familiar with using these rifles at a range, and to, not literally a range, I mean a range of distance. Get you comfortable with it, learn its capabilities, learn, you know, it's not the most accurate thing in the world, but it's capable at various ranges, and also get you comfortable with switching in and out and conserving the ammo. That's the point, that's the idea. Hopefully you can walk away satisfied that that's the case. So, as there's not that many of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we'll do it all as one, because I know you're all pretty comfortable with various weapons anyway. Before we crack on though, what I would advise you all to do is to remove the sight systems from the weapon. Reason being, as they're ranged at 200 meters plus, firing slugs with those attached can lead to you aiming ridiculously high and having to correct that by pretty much aiming at someone's feet when you get to like 20 meters plus. So it's better all round just to, if you're not engaging targets out to like 100 meters plus, just to remove the sights altogether. It'll be much more accurate that way. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, I want you to all load up buckshot. Move to the firing line, you'll have some targets pop up. As soon as you see them, you're clear to engage. So just take a knee at the edge of the line. Go left. And stand by. Alright, watch and shoot. Ceasefire.
Huh.
0 out of 15. Wanna try again?
Interesting. Actually, I did see one go down. So.
Yeah, I shot one.
Yeah, I saw one go down.
But also, I hit several that did not go down. So.
I tried to hit several.
Stand by. Out of 15. Okay, gather around. Alright, let you into a little secret. Knew that was going to happen. Purely because the damage drop off on these pellets is ludicrous. Although there's a lot of range to them, and you can hit things at quite the distance, the actual damage calculation is minimal at best. So anything over 10-15 meters, buckshot is absolutely fucking useless. Alright, so when you have got guys running these weapon systems, make sure that they are aware of the fact. If they're shooting at targets and they're using buckshot, and you can clearly tell, because you've just seen it there, the spread is like ridiculous. You can pretty much kick them up the arse for that and say, you know, you should know better. So although your pellets cumulatively might have been hitting targets and making them fall down, it's not going to count as any one person hitting it, because it's armor being armor, working out calculation. You've just built up a damage value. Yes, you can damage AI out to that distance, but it'll be superficial wounds, it'll be things like cuts, it'll be things like bruising and stuff like that on their arms, legs, torso. It's not going to be enough to make a kill shot. So, all that being said, whenever you're engaging targets at range with these, you should use a 1 round type only, and that is the slugs. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Cool. So disregard buckshots now. We've seen that they are ineffective at this type of thing, so reload with slugs. Once you've done that, back on the line, and we'll repeat the experiment.
We're still going to miss stabs.
You fucking shouldn't. You're supposed to be good at this.
Use it for stab.
Send it.
Get a time check on that last exercise.
Yeah, Roger. About 20 to 9.
Roger that. We had no one want to go back to range 2, so we're just taking a team in, 2 teams in that time, and then making the other 2 teams sit out.
Roger that. I mean, that's completely up to them. As long as everyone gets to go through there, I'm more than happy with that.
Roger that. We are running, just for these exercises, we're running the AI as spawned, but not reactive, just because without flashbangs, we're going to be constantly healing people.
Absolutely fine by me. We can go live at the very end. Alright, stand by, gents. Watch and shoot, watch and shoot. Of 15, ceasefire, ceasefire. 11 out of 15. Reload, let's repeat.
Set.
Set.
Set. Ready.
And by. Watch and shoot.
Oh damn, loaded a book.
What?
$12 out of 15. Right, we need to crack this 15 out of 15. You my NCOs, you should be fucking smashing this.
Scan the whole range, guys. You can't all see all targets from the entire area.
Come on, Schlee, man. We'd have got 15 if you didn't load buckshot then.
Don't blame Schlee. It's not his fault. Right, everyone reloaded. And
Set.
has the correct ammo type. Excellent.
Ready.
Right, watch and shoot, watch and shoot. Of 15. Not sure whether these sneaky motherfuckers are, but they'll be around. Okay, we'll do it one more time as we're getting one extra one every single time. So let's see if we can crack it this time, gents.
Just gonna fucking hit them blue fences if I can't see them.
That's an idea.
It's all from my angle.
Stand by. Watch and shoot.
The hell?
The fuck? I'm gonna chalk this up to a bug, guys. We're gonna pretend that we got 15 out of 15, and you can log it over everyone else. Okay?
Yeah, definitely got 15.
I'll log it and investigate because that's weird.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I have is it possible that the enemy's just quote unquote unconscious?
Well,
no.
As we have 1 for 8, can we just call in an artillery strike?
Right, bring it in.
I saw at least 2 that didn't come up there.
There's more than 15 on there, so it's random.
Randomized, yeah. You're not always going to get the same ones. Okay, so as you can see, stationary, they're pretty accurate. Yeah, you can drop targets when you need to, even the furthest out ones. If you're ever engaging stuff with a shotgun further than that kind of wreck at the back there, then there's probably an issue. There's a severe lack of ammo throughout the squad if you've got your point man doing that. However, it can be utilised. Another thing which I neglected to mention to the other groups, but they don't really need to know it, slugs are very, very good at popping tyres, and so is the buckshot as well. So if you have enemy vehicles barreling towards you, you can quite easily pop tyres of the vast majority of vehicles with a couple of shots of buck. because especially up close, because the amount of pellets all impacting on one surface tends to pop them more or less instantly. So standard cars, so one of the Golfs from Cup, the tyres will go in one shot. The Land Rovers from 3CB, tyres will go in 2 shots. So good thing to note if you're doing like a vehicle checkpoint or something like that. Moving on though, so as I just demonstrated there, or as you've just demonstrated, being stationary and shooting these things, they're pretty effective. However, on the move, slightly more difficult to control. So for the next exercise, we're going to do what you saw the guys doing as you came in. You'll stand on the firing line, you'll face northeast. When I say advance, you'll slowly walk forward. You'll hear contact, you'll spin round, engage the targets whilst moving forward. Okay, don't go stationary. I want you to move and shoot at the same time, okay?
Yep.
Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Perfect. Right, on the line, make sure you got slugs loaded.
Don't shoot me, Dave.
And walking, right?
No problem.
Yep, walking pace, mate.
Don't worry, Kimbo, for easy around here.
Guys, I've got nice little lanes there if you look at the tiling, the patioing, the slabbing, whatever.
Oh, look at Kimbo. Yeah.
Concrete.
Right, stand by. Face northeast. Advance. Contact. Seven and 15. Nicely done. Reload. Reset.
Ah, my S button.
He said it was reset, not rewind.
Yeah, my sticky keys.
Right, stand by. Advance. Contact. Eight out of 15. Nicely done. Reload. Next exercise. You are to use your shotgun. Fire that as many times as you wish. Then by the time you get to the line, you're to switch to your pistol and then use your pistol. Alright?
Right.
So as soon as you get to the edge here, I want you to switch. If I see anyone on the edge using the shotgun, that's a paddling.
You are talking about this edge, yes?
Yeah, like where you're standing now. Okay? Stand by. It's really annoying that I knocked this dude off the edge.
I find it more annoying that it's spelled relatively range.
Advance.
Does it?
Yeah, there's a spelling. There's an extra L.
Contact.
Weird.
Ceasefire. 5 out of 15. Yeah. So,
getting better.
Let's do better. Reload. Try that again.
Got stuck in the keep weapon down bug.
Set.
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 How should they wait for you again?
I'm slow. Reloading.
Stand by. Just keep it down, please. Advance. Contact. Apparently 5 out of 15. I think you got a few more than that though. Nicely done. Alright, next one will be 2 shots from the shotgun, then switch to pistol. So 2 shots only, then pistol.
The one thing, I'm out of pistol rounds.
Go and get some.
Here in my backpack.
Ah, my personal ammo crate.
To be fair,
Thank you very much.
the amount I took from the start could have supplied ISIS for a month.
All set?
Set.
Set.
Negative.
Set.
Alright, 2 shots, switch pistol.
Do we advance?
Not yet. Advance. Contact. Ceasefire. 7. Not bad, not bad. Right, let's try that one again, and we'll move on. Technically shouldn't really reload because you only fired 2 rounds.
No, I thought of that after I hit the R. Oh well.
I like repacking magazines.
Yeah.
Something I do it all the time, even if I have full ammo. It's just a weird habit.
That FPS habit.
Uh-huh.
Stand by. Advance. Contact. Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire. Happy with that. Alright gents, as you can see, it's a different kettle of fish when you're actually moving and trying to engage these targets. However, that being said, you know, put one of these in with a full rifle squad as you normally would, and you've still got a hefty amount of firepower there. One thing, again, that you saw at the end of the other group there is going to be ammo management with these weapon systems. Yes, you might have a rucksack full of shotgun rounds, but if you use this like it is a rifle, they're going to burn through them incredibly quickly. So it's going to be up to you guys to make sure that they are, you know, managing the ammunition as best they can. And the best way to do that is to make sure they're counting their rounds. So little exercises like this is a good way of doing it, where you take your squads away or when you've got some pre-training or something. Just little things like this can really help people actually think about how much they're shooting. That being said, we'll do one example of it and then we'll finish, because I don't need to teach you guys to suck eggs. You've seen that group do it, you've done enough of it yourself, so I'm happy with the results so far. So what I want to happen this time, you are allowed 2 shots. The fuck?
To try and pop the tires of the quads.
Don't be impressed.
Yeah. 2 shots from the shotgun, switch to your pistol, and then 3 shots only from the pistol. Okay, we'll do that stationary first, and then we'll do it once moving, and then we'll end it at there. Okay?
Right.
One question though.
Sure.
This shotgun would replace the main rifle of the pointman carrying it, correct?
Not necessarily.
Right. Would he be carrying it in his rucksack?
Yes, I'll show you that afterwards.
Right.
Okay. Stand by. So take a knee, everyone. Even playing field. Everyone else has done it kneeling. Remember, 2 shots, 3 shots. Watch and shoot.
Raise
Watch and shoot.
button,
Ceasefire. 10 of 15.
Not bad.
So not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, we'll do that again. We'll do this kinetic this time. So face northeast. Stand up.
Set.
Set.
Set. Stand by. Advance. Contact. Eight out of 15. Nicely done, gents. Right, gather around then. And I will show you a little something.
Or is this the secret move?
Yeah. Alright, so like I said at the beginning, you know, this could become part of a squad loadout, not something that comes as standard. in their loadouts. However, it could be introduced into missions at mission maker's discretion, or a platoon commander's discretion, or anyone's discretion, really. It might also be something that a squad could request beforehand. I have no objections to that. Whether you would want to run it as a primary weapon would be down to the squad leader itself. If it was a heavily CQB based mission, for example, clearing, Kavala or something like that, then I would advise that it would become a primary rather than a secondary. However, if you wanted to have it as a secondary, 3CB have thought of this. So let me grab one. 3CB have kindly modelled this very fashionable backpack. It comes complete with shotgun on the side of it, although I am carrying one at the same time. However, let me just dump out some of my shit. Like that big fucking radio. I could place the shotgun inside this backpack whilst carrying another weapon, such as one of these. Have this one. So I have rifle, pistol, and shotgun because I'm a badass, or something along those lines. If I wanted to switch, there is a hotkey for that. You press that hotkey, the shotgun would disappear off the backpack and appear in my hands, and the rifle goes into my backpack. So yes, it is technically possible. However, bear in mind, just with those two rifles, I'm now carrying 35 kilos, and that's with hardly any ammunition or anything like that. So there's a weight trade-off there for sure. It's pretty cool, I must admit. And then you can just switch back as well. Shotgun should reappear on the side of the bag. There we go. And back to the rifle. So there's a trade-off to be made, whether you could carry a shotgun with a few rounds and your standard loadout, or you could carry a shotgun with a lot of rounds. So I think it'd be really dependent on the mission itself and what you anticipate doing. However, it's open for a bit of exploration, a bit of experimentation, if you will.
What would Gambler's opinion be on if you run the shotgun as a primary to use them as an AUR assistant as well, with binos just generally guiding and maybe a few extra belts?
I've said it many times before, guys. The squad is yours to do what you want with. The overall loadouts and stuff will not change, because that's just not going to happen. However, your individual squad makeup, as in how you use those loadouts and slots, is entirely up to you. If you wanted to have someone running as a shotgun for a mission, I would not object to that. That is on you. However, if you become mission ineffective because you've fucked with and tinkered with your squad too much, then that will be on you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're free and clear. Like if you want to, every week, if you want to change out who's medic, who's marksman, who's whatever, you can. There's no rules in place to say that you can't do these things. Your squad is yours, how you want to use it and how you want to make it up. All I'd say is just make sure you're running it by me and Vil, so we know that you have certain things in your squad and whatever else. Don't go asking for crazy shit, crazy weapon systems. This is a new thing. 1 second. Send it.
We're just doing the final group on the range now.
Roger, we'll be over there shortly if you could keep them all there. So yeah, think about it, think about how you might want to employ it, how you might want to change things up. I mean, as an ammo bearer for an AUR, potentially, but there's a very large difference there. You've got a shotgun that's up close and personal and an AUR that's supposed to be used at a distance, so might not be the most sensible thing, but as I say, experiment with it. Experiment. Right, let's go and head over to the rest of them. Thank you for your time, gents. Hope you've got something out of tonight at least. Let's go. We'll go over there now, and we'll run them through. We'll do a live run through. We'll get your boys back, and we'll see how they get on.
Yoshli.
Yep.
Grenadier.
What do you mean? Oh, for the
Shotty.
shotgun.
Yeah. Sorry, where were we going?
Charlie.
Charlie, alright.
Actually doing a hacks, or is he losing collection? That is the question. Connection.
I think he's losing his collection.
He had
lose
no
your
collection
face,
to begin
Zach.
with.
I don't know, Kimber. I think the 2IC needs a shotgun, definitely.
One hit.
Yeah,
whipping people into line.
Marksman with a shotgun, it's always possible.
Yeah.
They usually have a lot of backpack space.
No, but Outlive will be putting a scope on these.
Well, I mean, if he wants to be that stupid, he's free to be that stupid.
Nah, I'm messing.
Well, Marksman's not bad, yeah,
Wait,
because they're
what are you
always
talking
complaining that they want the fucking pistol.
Oh my god.
Outliv's been playing too much Battlefield by the looks of it.
Can we just saw it off?
Yeah.
What? Outlive?
Also, but...
Well, we don't need
Oh,
a
you want to
stop
throw
out.
a barrel?
Fucking how are you thinking of doing, Ref?
No,
Robbing
you
banks?
can't. You can't saw off the shotgun.
With enough rounds, you
mustache.
can cut anything in half.
Again, as I told Jazz, with enough explosives, you can solve every problem.
Or guys.
Let me think. I think the only roles that are really going to struggle are your LAT and your AURs because they've got so much weight already.
So that I will note down as an official permission to use the shotgun for me.
You want to use it? Carry a lot of stuff too, Jazz.
See, my thinking was when the mine detector disappeared from the grenadier slot, he lost a bit of his CQB effectiveness, but this would bring him well back into the fold now. Like him and the engineer could team up pretty well, I think.
I feel like the mine detector should go in the tertiary slot, to be honest.
Yeah.
The long pole thing.
Shotguns for CO and XO only.
Explosive rounds, Javel.
No, I'm not allowed to take the Doomsday round.
Well, what's trusted round then, gents? Gather your squads back together. Just get into your squads, please.
Oh,
I
fuck.
think one of ours is still in there.
That's fine. If you've got people over there, that's cool.
Just wait for them then.
Northeast, what is side of the medics?
On me, lads.
Nice goal. Thank you.
One times group hug.
Oh my gosh, that's
Very quickly, throw him off the edge there.
Speed times as expensive as the shotgun.
He's still in.
So I can see people be lethal.
Right. You didn't need to spread out that much. You could have just stayed in your squads where I could fucking speak.
I think pink beret is suitable.
Since Merrick did a lot of refurbishing in his new apartment, he's trying to do that in armor too, with a shotgun.
I keep hearing about this pink.
Hey, squad leaders. As soon as you got the rest of your people back, I want you to think of who is going to be your point man. The rest of you need to switch up to rifles, and we'll be doing a live run through as a squad and doing it as you would in a mission.
Copy.
So please organise that now quietly amongst yourselves.
Ben, your appointment?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you nodded to him. He nodded back.
I saw you
Didn't
looking
see
at me from over there. Can you...
Rifles
Wait,
should
actually,
be
I've got
available in
one.
the crates down there.
Yeah, dude, I'll drop it, yeah.
We should
So good.
Rifles.
I come prepared.
You know what, you can take
Oh,
one.
okay.
Oh, damn it, and reload and give me about 10 minutes.
I got 8 max. I think
I'll give you, like, I've only got like 3, so you might as well have them. Oh, well, you don't have a backpack, you poor
no,
bastard.
but you can use 8.
Second, sorry, Vic.
I have ammo if you need.
I heard it come from
Right, once you're set, I want you to kind of get either side of the door and await further instructions. Actually, could you find a smaller fucking rifle out of all the ones? Why'd you have to take that?
We're doing CQB, right?
For a fucking tank driver.
Right. Arrow, all of you, grab a rifle.
Do you have enough ammo?
Don't worry, gents. Like I said, I'm not going to force you to use these rifles in future, even though I like them. But you know,
Why not?
as we use the M4 platform.
As long as you have the pistol as well.
Yeah, I got 3 rounds for the pistol. Or 3 rounds, 3 magazines.
Guys,
Cheers for your help tonight, boys.
Alright. Just head back to the north side where you were waiting just before, and we'll get you probably back in your original squads.
Roach.
Let me get ready.
Do I confirm that everyone's got the equipment set?
Marius, you can get.
I'm missing half my gun, but
So next thing we're going to do is
Just Lisa?
squad.
So
they're going to do the same thing as a squad. If you
Second
want
man.
to set that to live enemy, That's alright.
Zizek?
Yeah.
Back up, Victor.
Get in front of Wigital. Wigital swap negative.
Make sure that Henrik has room to slot in front of you.
Rifles, then shotguns. Yeah, because there were some questions there.
We're all done. Line up behind me. Check Marius here in front.
Close the gap. Close the gap to the point, man.
Close the gap.
Be back in a sec.
Lift your point.
I'll go toward the back.
How close is the back?
Yeah, full rifle, excellent.
So if that is this close.
Wait, what, you're claustrophobic, really?
Just worried about you guys being this close to me.
I'm gonna leave it to them.
That's smoke gun?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, gentlemen, here we got where? So we have a cutlass, we have
Magnus in front of me.
Dusak over there, and we got, look at this, nicely lined up, liking it. Alright, folks, so when you get the go from Caesar, there'll be one squad, will just go A, B, C, D. Don't go up on the rafters or anything like that to watch, just in case you get your head blown off. Stay down here. We'll try and get you through as quickly as possible. This is live fire, live enemies. Use everything you've learned so far and try and put it into practice for this one, okay?
Roger.
Any questions? Perfect, just what I like to hear. Silence.
Sorry, Stab.
Yes?
What kind of pace do you want to set? Are we doing it slow, methodical, or are we just...
For the start.
Do it like you want to survive.
Roger.
That's the best advice I can give you.
Prepping flashbang.
Sorry.
I don't think any of us
guys, guys, listen up. Do not go up onto the steps or the rows behind us, and do not step in where I am now. If you step past this wall while the site is active, you will die and you will block your teammates. So do not go around this corner until your team is ready to roll on target, okay?
Blade, step all the way back, give Arrow some room. Come on, hit the back wall.
So I'm going to keep the gate open for now, but from the moment I say live, do not step past here until your team is ready to go, because the AI will spawn and they will shoot at you through this gap, okay? Does everyone understand?
Yep.
Alright, awesome.
Right, just as a final, gents, want to hear lots of communication, lots of talking amongst yourselves. Try and keep it off the radio so we can all hear. Go loud. Go have fun.
If you do go down, Zeus will be fixing boo-boos. However, remember that will not happen in missions, so it's something to reflect upon. How did you go down? How can you avoid it in future? Okay?
Yep.
Remember everything I've taught you, and Stab's taught you, and the Vegas guys have taught you so far, and have fun. Right, going live in 3, 2, 1. Live.
Point man set. How you wanna approach? You wanna scout it out or just fucking go?
Quickly peek if anyone's in front of windows, and then just move. We'll go around right side to the front door.
Roach, peeking. Taking shots. Yeah, there's heavy contact in the windows. Did not catch where.
Hang on. Reloading. Scratch one.
Is there more?
Wait, what? Scanning. Clear.
Copy. Ready to push?
Moving.
Moving out.
We have smoke.
Up, Tommy?
We got a fucking smoke here. You wanna avoid this entrance?
Yeah, just go around back.
Copy, going around.
Scan windows.
Point man, grabbing smoke nade at the...
I have.
You got flashbang as well.
Negative.
I'll give you 2 for my flashbang.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Kimbo, you're talking but nothing's heard.
There you go. I'll give you 2 actually.
You got my flash as well.
I will peek at the first time.
Okay, I'll recover 1.
Did I just hear an explosion?
Flashbang selected.
Right, Blade, push up onto Templar, just don't go through yet, obviously.
I think I can get any closer to Templar.
You've all got fresh mags in, yeah? No one's on safety.
Kimbo?
Do you want to wait a second? You all got fresh mags, yeah? Talk to me. Question?
Yes.
Yes.
Templar set.
Sweet set.
Go on, Ellie, what was your question?
Do you want me to be on single shot? Because my normal rifle is always single shot.
I couldn't give a fuck, as long as you kill him.
Okay.
You think it's OP to request 3 zeros fire mission on CQB?
Try it, just try it.
I think we'll love dropping a fucking mortar on.
Yeah, we'll end up getting hit anyway, so
chances are it'll hit Kimbo and we'll all die.
Well, at least we've gone out with fun.
Sounds fucking intense, man. I can't see what's going on, but sounds good.
Kimbo?
Yes, mate.
Would you be grossed out if I told you I've got blood on my chair?
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Why
Do you need to step
would you
off?
tell us that?
No, I changed bandages a moment ago.
Oh, mate, that's disgusting, man. I've just
Irish
had
Gambler, as soon as building's clear, move back to start point. Alright, Blade, stand by. Right, points to note. Gents, you have a shotgun as your point man. Ensure that he's being used as a point man. Where applicable. There was a bit of shooting through walls there from AI, which we were trying to counter, but we got you covered.
The authentic armor experience then.
Aaron, nice job. Good clearance on that. The only thing I'd say is, yeah, just if you've got a shotgun, make sure he's booting down the doors. There's a couple of guys wished ahead, but other than that, looked pretty sweet. You got fucked over by people shooting through doors, so not your fault.
You also couldn't open some of the doors.
So if a door doesn't open, guys, you get a shotgun on it, shoot it a few times, it should go flat.
Roger.
So I think a couple of you seen doors blown down over the course of your training with this building. If you can't, if the door's not responding, shoot it flat. Should do the trick.
I also find that the ace door opening works a bit better.
Yep.
Team's up next.
Blade.
Blade.
Roger, Blade, get ready.
You set yet?
Roger, site is live, site is live.
Right then, Temp. Give us a peek.
Ready. Set.
Yeah, we're all set. Templar,
We got a
peek
shooter in the window.
Weapons up.
Bottom floor, rightmost.
Gulda.
Going low.
Red. As soon as that shooter's dealt with, red, push across, blue, cover.
Engaging. He's
I'm
down.
moving.
Contact,
Shooter
left window.
Bottom floor.
Shooter left window. Set.
Ready.
Go, go, go. Set. Going right.
Ready.
Set this up on one.
Yep.
Breaching right.
Go.
Guys, got a shooter in the window.
All these AI don't give a shit. Friendly's in the corridor. Entry.
Bridge. Going right.
Widgie, take a look in there. Let me know what's going on.
Back.
Yep. You back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Ready.
Opening.
Set.
Ready.
Breaching right.
Safe.
Friendlies, friendlies.
Raj going to the
Guys,
stairs.
anyone upstairs?
Reloading.
Negative, holding the stair.
It's going upstairs.
Red's moving up.
Get the breach on the stair.
Tempor's going right, you go left.
Let's see those flashbang views.
Holding front door.
Make sure Templars first.
Flash out.
Kicking shit out the doors, yeah.
Going right.
Going right. Left.
He's in there. Breaching, going right.
Shot that through the door.
Good space left. Clear.
Two down from it.
Same. Breaching. Set.
Set.
Breaching right.
Fuck, I almost shot.
Yeah, nearly.
Alright, but
Exit.
is temper up?
Going.
Victor, hug the wall.
Whoa, no,
What the hell,
no. Speak, Victor.
Sorry. I no time. Sorry.
The fuck was that?
Left clear, right clear. Upstairs clear.
Secure, upstairs, secure.
Cool. Stepping out.
Think
Clear.
building secure.
Roger that. Guys, what was going on with that grenade?
I do it.
Do not throw a fucking grenade in CQB like that if we got flashbangs, yeah?
Sorry. Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Fuck's
Sorry, Kimbo.
Outside them, boys.
Alright, couple of standby. 5 seconds.
Right, boys, if possible, silent approach.
Cutlass site is live.
Hey, do we know what those explosions were at the start? Looks like 4 grenades on the door.
No idea.
That really...
Proper threw me off, yeah. It's cool though.
Yeah.
Steve, make sure you still not.
Go. No, they've gone live blade. That was nicely done for the most part. Just watch those when you've got doorways facing each other. You need people on both doors, really.
Roger that.
If you don't have the numbers for both doors, Blade, you need to commit to one door. So the comms need to be incredibly decisive and say, right, you're going in this room, this door right now. You get in the room and you clear your back. Because that was what's happening. You guys are getting shot in the back from the other doorway. You just need to commit and get your clear of the room behind you. If that makes sense. So if that means flashing one side and going the other side, or flashing a room and then pushing that room, whichever way it does, just get it done. Because the longer you have your back exposed, the more time you're going to go down.
Sorry, I'm trying not to talk back because my daughter's having an absolute mare at the moment.
I think that's something that's coming across with quite a few.
Right, does that go set?
I'm set.
Aggression, Dave.
Does green
Oh, yeah.
here for N2, can you call him in?
Yeah, we'll do.
Oh, he's dropping smaller. Oh, what? I don't know what to do.
AHM moves to south of the bridge.
Hi Ben, when you go to reload, remember to
Medical
call it
me.
out, right?
Copy.
Would you?
I'm having a quick
We'll
minute
get
So,
out there.
medical me, do
First,
CPR. Oh, never mind.
Windows, okay.
Yeah, stand by. Team ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Stand by. Dusak, you are live.
Alrighty, Ben, peek.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck.
The fuck?
Speaker is down. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Fuck, it was
I got it.
enemy.
Carry on,
Sorry.
Ben, carry on,
Okay.
carry on.
Pushing.
Who the fuck was that?
Go on, go on.
Me.
Oh, man.
Landing in your arm.
For fuck's sake, dudes. What the fuck?
Pink
Sorry.
beret, pink beret.
Yeah.
Keep it quiet, lads. I'm trying to get the comms.
Pimbo.
Yo.
Just go up against the wall, lean right, and free and look right.
I saw that. You see Dave as well. Jammed it on fully awesome and went straight through to the next room. It's good fucking aggression, that is. That's what you have to do. It's not pretty, guys. Cqb like this is not pretty. Guys go down. You will not do it flawlessly. You'll get wounded. But you need to just push through that. You can't stop and bandage after every cut and bullet hole. Aggression wins the day.
Yeah, also, your shotgunners, guys, did see if you're putting like 3 or 4 rounds into them, you really don't need to. 1 or 2 is more than enough.
Friendly's are at the breach. No, ignore him. Friendly's coming over the steps behind us, stab. Talon to our 3 o'clock.
Roger that. Greenie, HM, get down the steps as quick as you can. Just in case you get shot through a window.
Oh, I'm right here.
What? Yeah, I was just looking upstairs. Part of the test. Just yeah. Keep pressing V and head towards the light, and you should get out.
Alright, let's move out onto the track here, we'll just debrief here. Well done, guys.
Need to fix my poo-poo. Yeah, I got it a little bit.
Right, folks, run out a little bit over, so I appreciate you hanging around. As always, hope you've got something you can take away from tonight, NCOs in particular. Hope you got a lot of food for thought in there. Those last run-throughs, guys, were pretty good. A couple of little points which I'm sure you're already aware of. You know, just make sure you're covering all doors, and if you are got 2 doors next to each other, you know, you've got to commit to one. As Caesar said, you've got to get in and clear the back, so at least you've got something solid behind you instead of fucking bullets coming at you. Great aggression there by Dusak at the end on that initial breach. That is exactly what we want to see. Full auto, shotgun blasting. It's good stuff, good times. But all of you, very, very well done for tonight. Massive thank you for Vegas for helping out. Talon, nice one.
Cheers.
Anyone
Bit of
got any
ambiance
points
at
or
the end.
questions?
Thanks. Nice one. That's all.
Fantastic. Right, as I hope you all enjoyed. A little bit different from the norm, breaking you guys up like that, but hope you had fun. That's the main thing. If not, tough. I'll see you on Sunday.
Could just jump in with a reminder stuff.
Oh yes, of course.
So guys, if you're interested in this kind of stuff or more Vegas lessons, get with your squad leaders. If you have a free squad training, individual training, and you want to do this or something in the way it's taught like this, Vegas are free. Just contact us. We'll book it in a date and we'll get it planned up. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff or stuff taught in this way, just give us a ping. Right, thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers all. Thank you very much. Anything from Talon?
No, nothing.
Will?
No, nothing from me. Mission Burst will be up shortly.
Excellent. Alright, thanks again, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you Sunday.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Night.
Thanks.
Happy Halloween.
Thanks.
I want to try this shot.
Odin says safety on this gun doesn't work, so that's why you shot me. Well, I'm fucking clicking. Nothing's happening.
Let me try. Let me try.